Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Holab Classic Remastered. This time we'll take a look at the 1971 Nissan Fairlady 240Z, the HS30, the genesis of the Nissan Z car, a car that would go on, and in the case of the Z34, on and on and on and on, because that car took forever to be replaced. But no, this is the very first, perhaps the most attractive of all of the Z cars. Although you can't really tell too much with this one because it's got covered headlights thanks to this sort of crazy looking race mod, which I think is based on one of Nissan's race cars, but in this colour scheme and pattern it looks a little bit like the Jaguar from Austin Powers, or at least that's what it reminds me of. It also has, I think that's supposed to be an NGK Spark Plugs sponsorship, but it kind of just looks like a very not pleased face on the side as well. And there's logos and stuff popping in and out. The PS1 really being throttled by the artistic direction of this race mod, apparently. But no, this is a very cool car. I like the original Z car. As these went on, they sort of became a bit more lumpen and, dare I say, American. And of course, then you end up with stuff like the Z31, which was a terrible, terrible vehicle, but nope, this one is good in my book, and statistically, it should be pretty good. Front engine rear wheel drive, 324 horsepower, 901 kilo, easily the least heavy of all of the Fairladies that will go around our track. Anyways, this car is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Audi TT LM Edition, that costs at a time of 26.690. The Nissan Fairlady 240Z is unlikely to beat that. In terms of where this can go, a car of similar sorts of vintage, a couple of years older, but still, it'll be a decent benchmark. The Toyota 2000 GT, that car's at a time of a 31.397, so that is what the Fairlady is going to aim to beat. Fairladies have been a bit of a mixed bag around this course, usually falling victim to their weight and just having far too much power in certain cases. But the last few of them haven't been bad, and of course the best one we've had has been the GT500 GTS 300ZX. That was a very, very quick car indeed. 30.743. Okay, this is also a very, very quick car, as it turns out. Absolutely destroys that 2000 GT. I can't say I'm too surprised. Although the 2000 GT did have the engine power. I mean, obviously this has got a little bit more. Do I dare call it advanced? I suppose it's a little bit advanced. Who knows? The interesting thing, of course, when this game came out, is this car was only 28 years old. It was a classic, but not as much of a classic as it would be nowadays. And of course, in typical modern fashion, gone are the days where people are sort of racing these and cherishing them, and now people are sticking RB26s in them and giving them very ugly body kits, as is often the case. I can't remember the name of the kits. Isn't it like Pandem or something? They've got the horrible wide bodies that have those chopped arches that I hate on them. Yeah, not good. But although, to be fair, these cars have always been, I suppose the Japanese tuner culture can probably trade its roots back to something like this. This was the GTR of its day, I guess, in a way. Nissan did make the Skyline, but the Skyline was always more of a luxury coupe, well as the Z cars were supposed to be a little bit more sporty. Of course, that has changed in recent time. I say recent time, like the GTR's actually been... Well, the GTR and the Z34 are very similar in the way that they didn't really get updated for years and years and years. Apparently taking a wider line through that corner was for the best. Try not to spin the wheels on the exit. 30.466. Good time. Very good time for the old timer. It's still got it, as it turns out. Yeah, good. Can't complain with that whatsoever. Very pleasant driving car. This old stuff could be a little bit unruly. I mean, the tyre sizes aren't ever really that great on them. The suspension can be a little bit so-so. But no, that was good. Apparently, it could have been slightly quicker as well, because it was that first lap was just that sector 1 was a load better. Yeah, I suppose taking it so deep a line into that corner there, this is one of those cars that doesn't really benefit from that. Stuff with quick acceleration, four-wheel drive stuff loves going through there, but not so much this sort of older stuff, so fair enough, I guess. But no, either way, a very good time. A 30.466 will place this into 189th. Goes in between the Honda Prelude SIR and the Audi A4 Avant. It is quicker than the Mitsubishi GTO SR, quicker than an FTO GPX, quicker than a Leglum VR4, Mugen Integra Type R, Vauxhall Vectra, naturally. Slightly slower than Clear Sport, the other 2000 GT, that's the MR2 based version. Sylvia Q's, although that was just sort of ridiculously quick for no apparent reason. In terms of sort of newer stuff, I mean, it's quicker than an E36, quicker than a Mustang GT, quicker than a 90s RX-7. I mean, it's, yeah, it's a decently quick vehicle for its age. I mean, even without the age, that's just sort of a very quick car, so, no, good job to the Fairlady Z. Anyways, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.